Hi, in this session I'm going to show you how to create a Polaroid picture effect. So if you are aware of a company back in the 70s and 80s, the Polaroid company, they made an instant camera, and what happens is once you clicked on the picture, the film would come out, and the film would come out in a certain type of piece of paper, and the paper would turn out to be this square type of paper, and it's got white borders on the sides, and it looked pretty neat. If you ever experienced it before. So what we can do is do the same thing but put it in a digital format. So let's say that I had a picture like this and I wanted to make some Polaroid picture effect framing. I can actually turn it into something like this and make it look a little bit nostalgic, a little bit more visually interesting. So how do we do something like this? Let me go ahead and show you how. We're going to go into a picture like this and turn it into some Polaroid pictures. Let me go ahead and escape out of this and show you how it's done. Let's go ahead and have a new sheet. What I need to do first is to create that framing. So we have this framing here, and what I'm going to do is go under the Insert tab and look for the shape, and I want to select this rectangle shape. So let's go ahead and see what we can do to figure out a good shape for the mom and dad. Well, actually maybe for the whole picture, that'd be fine. We can take care of the sizing later on. So this looks like a typical shape for a Polaroid type of image or frame. So once I select that, that looks like a good size. I'm going to go ahead and press the Control D to duplicate it. And I want to go ahead and also now decrease the size of this. So I'm going to press the Shift key and press the left mouse key and kind of, whoops, I selected everything. So Control Z to undo that. Let me go ahead and just click outside of that and just click in here and press the Shift key and go ahead and reduce the size of this and kind of put it in here now. Put it in here. Let the guides kind of tell me if I'm centered. And right now it looks about centered width-wise. I want to bring this particular line up a little bit and make it look more like a Polaroid picture. So that looks pretty good. We've got equidistant on the left and right and the top. Looks kind of fine, and the bottom we've got this wider space here. So what I want to do now for the larger rectangle shape is I want to make that a white color. So I'm going to select on the larger shape. You can see now it's selected here. I'm going to go ahead under Format, and for the shape fill, make that white. Once that's white, what I need to do is I just need to select these two boxes, these two rectangles that I created, basically this Polaroid frame. Select that, Control X to cut it out, and then right click and then paste, or I can just go under here, paste, and I want to paste it as a picture. So now it came back as a picture. Oh, there's one thing I forgot. Maybe I wanted to kind of outline, make this outline gray. Let me go ahead and Control Z to undo that, and then Control Z one more time. And first off, and just kind of select the outside. I want to make the outside a little gray, so I'm going to deselect that. Select the outside here, and go into Format, the shape outline, just make that a little bit of gray. And then the inside, select that and make the shape outline, click maybe a lighter gray here. Alright, now I got the gray outline. You can have a black outline or just maybe a white outline, depends on how you like to do it, but I kind of like gray. So I'm going to go ahead and now select everything, Control X to cut, and then I can either go here to paste, or I can just right click and go under Paste Options and select Paste as a Picture. So now it comes out as a picture. And what I want to do is I want to make this part, this blue part, transparent. So once I have this selected, all I need to do is the Picture Tools Contextual tab comes up, and under the Format, I want to go under the Adjust Grouping, go to Color, and set the transparent color. Once I click on that, it's going to give me a little pen, and I want to select this color, this blue color, and make it transparent. So basically what it does is the picture behind it with the family, it's going to bleed through or show through like a window. So once I select that, now it shows through, and I can just basically frame it now. I can frame it to the mom here. And one good thing to do is if you want to frame 3 different shots is make a copy of the slide 3 different times. I'm going to go ahead and delete this slide here. Or actually I'll probably make 3 slides. I'll go ahead and press Control D. Once I selected the slide out here, press Control D 3 times. 1, Control D, Control D, Control D. Now I've got a copy of that slide. I'm going to work off of this first one here. And what I want to do is I want to frame the mom here a little bit, and I want to crop the rest of the picture. So what I want to do is select the picture, you see it's outlined here now, and go under the Format tab, and let me click on the Crop command. Click on that. Now the framing of this particular picture, the lines here turn into these cropping lines. So what I can do is now I can adjust it. So I'm going to click on the top. I want to move it into in between that frame here. Let me see, in between the frame here. And for this one on the left, also in between the frame, you can see the frame here a little bit. It's being a little blocked by this text, but I can see a little bit past that. It's okay. So I want to select this. I want to frame it in between there and here. I also want to frame it in between. I don't want to get too close to the edge here. And here is fine, right in the middle. And once that's done, I can go ahead and just click on the crop command again, and now I've cropped it. Probably want to get rid of this particular title here. This is basically just a layout style. I'm going to click on this layout style and go blank so it doesn't show up. I think it's probably going to happen to the other two. So I'm going to go ahead and just click these three and go layout and blank so they don't show up later on. Alright, so I've got the mom here, and what I want to do is probably want to get the kid next. So I'm going to move it over to the kid here and trying to get him, try to get most of him. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So I want to do the same thing here. I want to crop this picture. Go into Format, Crop, and bring the lines down. So now you see that text is gone since I changed the layout. I'm going to crop that part, crop the left side, and then crop the right side, and then the bottom. Alright, so what I want to do is crop that, click on crop again, and now I've got the kid here. So the fourth one, I'm going to move this over to dad. Alright, do the same thing. And go ahead and click Format, Crop, oops, crop, and then move the left here, move the top over here, and then this one over the right in the middle here, and the bottom over here. And press crop again, and now you see that I've got the family here. So let's say that I want to put it on one slide. So I can move this on to one slide. And one thing probably to keep in mind that even though we crop this picture, the artifact of the picture, the whole rest of the picture may be still there. So what I like to do is I usually like to select the picture and Control X and then paste it, right click and paste it back in as a picture. Now it just sees that as a picture image instead of having it in the background. It probably has it in memory that there's still that whole picture behind it. So what I want to do is do the same thing here. Now I can just move this all into one slide. I can take that, Control X, whoops, undo that. See, now it sees that as one picture. So what I'm going to do is select the whole thing and then Control X and go to this slide and then right click, insert as a picture. So now if I select it, it's just one picture now. And then the same with here with dad. Select the whole thing. Let me go and select. I'll go outside and select it. You can see there's different bars here that indicate that it's a composite of the frame image and the image behind there. So I'm going to go ahead and Control X and then go this slide and then right click and insert as a picture. So I can add some variation to this. I can move, maybe I'll move mom a little bit like that. She sees kid and kid's here, and then dad, maybe I'll move him down here like this and move him up there. So it gives some variety to it. I mean, let me give it a little bit more of a visual flair. Maybe I'll format the background black, give this a black color, and let me go ahead and put this into slideshow view. And you can see here we have our Polaroids of this family. So instead of having the big picture, you can separate it or make it into smaller pictures with these Polaroid framing type effects and give it something of a more interesting look. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.